Hey guys, Power here from Duelfam, bringing you a Bujin deck profile today. Bujins are actually one of my favorite archetypes, just because they're so strong during the battle phase, and it overwhelms your opponent if you can get control of their back row. They're very strong, and with some of the cards that you can put in here that negate effects, and also eliminating the threat of your opponent's back row. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm running in this deck. I have 3 Bujin Yamatos. Yamato is very good because he's the searcher of the Bujins. You get to search your turtle, your hare, or your Quillin with him. And whenever you do search with him, his secondary effect to his effect would be you get to pitch one card from your hand to the graveyard. That way you can pitch the card that you just got from your deck. It would be the hare or the turtle. That way you have some protection during your opponent's turn. I also run 2 Bujin Mikitsushi. Mikitsushi, he's very good as Yamato's backup, or even one of the other beast type warrior type Bujins that I have in the deck. He's just basically backup. If they get destroyed by battle or card effect and they get sent to the graveyard, you can special him from your hand. Then we have 1 Hirume and 1 Arasuda. Hirume, fairly good just for that extra special summon whenever you do need to go into your extra deck with the Bujin monsters. She's very good. And Arasuda is also good whenever you use one of the effects of either hare, Quillin, or turtle out of your graveyard. You can go ahead and special Arasuda to your side of the field. And also, he's also a good searcher with Tenki in case you don't have Yamato in your deck for some reason. And then for the Bujingi monsters, I run 3 Crane. Crane's one of the main reasons this deck is so powerful during the battle phase, just because you can go ahead and pitch Crane from your hand and go ahead and double the attack of one of your Bujin beast type warrior monsters. And it's just so overpowering, especially if you have something to hold off on your opponent's back row and you know it's a short hit. It's very good. I also run 2 Hare. Hare being the one that mainly protects your Bujin monsters from the graveyard whenever they are destroyed by battle or destroyed by card effect. Very good against the Raigeki, against Miraforge, and against any monster that would basically go over your Bujin monsters, even if you don't have the hare. I'm sorry, even if you don't have the Crane or the Honest in hand. Then we run the 1 Bujingi Turtle and the 1 Quillin. Turtle's very good, so you won't get targeted from the Fiendish Chains or the 101s. And then you have the Quillin for just getting to destroy 1 card on your opponent's field, which is not bad whenever you find yourself in a bind. Then we have 2 Effect Veilers. Effect Veiler is very key just because effect negation in this format is very important. And then I run Honest 1 just because I feel in this deck I already have enough backup as it is with the Cranes, and they're also very searchable, and running into an Honest here and there, it's okay with me. And then starting off with the spell cards, I run Kaiser Coliseum at 3. Kaiser Coliseum is very essential in this deck, especially now, just because this deck is kind of slow for the format, and it's been slow for the previous couple formats. But Kaiser Coliseum just holds your opponent back from getting plays off and lets them play at your speed. Fire Formation Tenki at 3 in this deck is a must, just because it keeps the consistency issues down to a minimum. Just having Arasuda, Yamato, or Mikitsushi in your hand and being able to search out a Hirume to go into the special summon and being able to pull off those rank 4 plays, it's very strong, and it keeps your opponent on their toes. And for the last 3 ups, we run 3 Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin is just for the consistency issues in the deck, and it just lets me get into the things I need faster. And also with the new Megatins that just recently came out, King Norden, and with Norden comes 2 instant fusion just for the rank 4 plays. It keeps it fast, it keeps it consistent, and it helps out a lot. Then I play Anti-Magic Arrows at 2. Anti-Magic Arrows is the main card that got me into playing Bujins again. Just because, like I previously stated, I feel that they're so strong during the battle phase, and being able to have a spell card that just totally shuts down your opponent's back row, and just being able to swing with a Susanoo with a Crane in your hand into a low level monster, having Kaiser Coliseum also in your back row, it's very, very good. And also being able to attack all your opponent's monsters, even if you don't have the Kaiser Coliseum, with Susanoo's secondary effect is very, very, very good. So Anti-Magic Arrows, very, very good card. You guys should really pick one of these up. It's only gonna get better from now on. And then for the 1-ofs, in the spells I run 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Tribute to the Doom, 1 Raigeki, and 1 Foolish Burial. These are very, very important in my opinion in this deck. We have Foolish Burial to be able to send Hare, Turtle, or Quill into the grave from your deck. We have Raigeki for the mass destruction. We have Tribute to the Doom just in case you have a Turtle, Quillin, or Hare in your hand and you have Tribute to the Doom. You can go ahead and pitch one of the Bujingi monsters and destroy one of your opponent's monsters. Very, very good. And then the 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, just because I do have the Quillin just in case I need to get rid of a Floodgate, and also the Anti-Magical Arrows, so I don't have to worry about the hidden Mirror Force. And for the traps, I start off with 2 Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is very good in the deck, just because you need to get your effects off, and you need to do your plays the way you need to do them, and not get interrupted, and Phoenix Chain here and there, it's very good. For the last 2 cards in the deck, I run 2 Mirror Force. Mirror Force is very important just because, like I stated, the battle phase is the Bujin's main focus, and staying defensive in your opponent's battle phase also counts in that. You cannot just sit there and attack your opponent and not expect your opponent not to attack you. So you need the Mirror Forces in there just for that extra protection. And then starting off the extra deck, we have 3 Bujinte Susanoo. Susanoo is the main card of the deck, the one you want to get into, the one that lets you search everything you need so you can have it in your hand or in the graveyard. Very good, especially having a Kaiser Coliseum, a Susanoo, and a Crane in your hand, and having your graveyard set up with the Quillin, the Hare, and the Turtle. That right there is amazing, and your opponent can't do very much. Then we run 1 Kagatsuchi and 1 Amaterasu. These are the Bujinte monsters I really don't go into as much. I think I just have them in here just because they are Bujin monsters and they look pretty cool. But Amaterasu's effect, it's somewhat relevant. I really do wish it was only 2 level 4s instead of 3, because its effect during your turn, you can target 1 banished level 4 or lower monster, special summon that monster. And then during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 banished level 4 or lower monster, and then you can put that one in your hand. So that would be good for a Crane returning or anything like that after using the Crane after banishing the Crane to get the Harume, I guess, because any other way your Crane would be in the banish, but that's besides the point. And then we have Kagatsuchi. Kagatsuchi is good just because whenever you don't have your Turtle, your Quillin, or your Hare in hand, and you haven't seen them all duel and you're kind of losing, just get 2 Beast Warrior type monsters on the field, go into Kagatsuchi and just mill 5, and that way if you might get lucky and pull a Turtle or Hare or Quillin in there, and it might help you out. Then I run 1 Tiger King. Tiger King being the one I run into whenever I don't have any tankies in hand, which really slows down the deck if I don't have one, so Fire King's just an extra tanky, I guess. Then we have the 1/1/1 Utopia, the Gaga Samurai, the Dark Rebellion Dragon, Castel, Starliege Paladynamo, number 82, and number 103. Those are for the generic rank 4s. And then we have the one Elder Entity, Norden. Norden's very good in the deck just because it speeds up, lets me go into other rank 4s, and lets me go into OTKs, and sets me up to have a really good battle phase, especially if I have the anti-magic arrows in my hand. Alright guys, and I really hope you guys like the deck profile today of the Bujins. Like I said, I really do enjoy playing them. If you guys have any questions or any comments or anything you would do different or anything you think I shouldn't do in this deck, go ahead and comment down below and go ahead and subscribe for any further content. And I'll see you guys next time.